There is a saying that we should know our limitations. There's also the flip side that we should push ourselves to see if we can overcome what we think are limitations. Sometimes there are mental limitations that we make for whatever reason. Once I read that when an elephant is young, part of the training is to tie the elephant to a stump that he can't move. And as the elephant grows up, he's tied to that same small stump, but in his brain, he thinks he can't move, so he doesn't move because he was trained with that limitation in mind. In fact, sometimes we have a similar limitation. We feel or we think we can't do or go beyond a certain point. So we stay there like the elephant tied to that little stump, even though they're a few thousand pounds, and we do not try to move or to fight and go above the limitation that we've made for ourselves. Those limitations aren't real. Telling ourselves that we can't exercise because we have work to do and we have a family. Not necessarily. There's a lot of people with work and family that exercise. So there's some limitations that we put on ourselves that are not necessarily correct. We need to get rid of those and do what we need to make the changes in our life. Then there are some limitations that are realistic. We may be 180 pounds and we want to bench press 600 pounds, and now we're at 200 pounds and we think that in a month we're going to get to 600. Then that may be a little bit too much. Give yourself a little time to grow and the muscles to grow, or else you'll injure yourself. That's the problem with real limitations. Real limitations, when we push our body beyond those limitations, then it's damaging and dangerous for us and our bodies, and of course we suffer and our family suffers. So know the difference between real limitations and those that we put upon ourselves, and because of which we don't do what we should. Cuando personas piensa ejercicio en el treno, es mucho tiempo tu cerebro habla nunca en el tren. Es no necesario para ti, pero es no necesario correcto. Entonces es necesario tu piensa correcto. Voy al treno. Tu encanta. Necesario tú es duro en el treno, duro en piensa y continúa en el treno. Pero cuando tú es en el treno es fuerte, escucha tu cuerpo. Cuando tu cuerpo es duela, entonces es suave. No es bien cuando es mucho duelo cuando tú es en el treno. Escucha tu cuerpo, pero voy al treno. Entonces cuando es más fuerte, ok, en tu cuerpo es el duelo, ok, poco suave para tu el treno. Pero el treno es necesario, cuando tú es en treno, piensa, escuche tu cuerpo.